Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Quotes. I'm Sarah, and it is time to pour a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's have a conversation. Today's conversation we're going to talk about is, should you take the giant leap or just the one step forward? I think that when we try to reinvent ourselves or figure out who we are, we often think we have to take this ginormous leap. We have to move the mountain. We have to drop the 50 pounds. We have to move across states. We have to completely quit our job and move on. We have to just learn something completely new like that. And it's exhausting. It really is. What if it isn't just one giant leap, though? What if it is just simply taking the next step? You know, when I started this journey, or that I'm still on, let's be honest, I'm still taking just the steps. I didn't jump into Etsy and make 3 stores. I didn't quit my job. I didn't move across the state. I didn't do any of this stuff when it came to my job, losing weight, changing careers, moving. I didn't do any of it, just jumping right in. I recorded one video and I'm still really nervous. As you notice, I look around, I've got my little notes over here. I'm still trying to figure this out. When I started Etsy, it was one store with one mug design that I was so afraid of actually listing. Like, I really didn't even think I could do it. I started one Facebook page. When I went to lose weight, I just started walking. I walked for 15 minutes because honestly, sometimes that's all I could do. I started just cutting out just a little bit from my diet. I took one little step, and when I did that, it wasn't so scary. It wasn't so, oh my God, I can't do this. Look at this giant mountain. It was just one little step. You know, the Teo, I think it is, the quote that's, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one small step, is so true, because I thought that I had to get from A to B as quick as possible. And what I learned is half the fun is the journey from A to B. It's the things I learned when I was doing weight loss, the things I learn now. Like, I still have the habits of how I lost weight. It became a lifestyle, not a diet, and I had to change my thinking to a long-term goal. When I started my business, it was a side hustle. I still work full-time. I still do all these things, but now I'm confident enough to know I don't need to if I don't want to. And it didn't start overnight. These huge success stories of side hustles and stuff, everybody I've talked to that is successful, didn't happen overnight. It was one small step, and then another small step, and then another small step, and it was not easy. We all feel like giving up. I still do. Like, when I'm doing these videos, I'm like, I'm not going to post these. These are crazy. I don't want to do these. This is insane. So when you're thinking about, who am I now? What do I want to be? It's time to spread my wings. Whether you're 20 years old or like me, almost 50, ask yourself, just what's the next step? Maybe it's reading the book. Maybe it's walking around the block. Maybe it's applying for that one job that's not what you currently do. Maybe it's signing up for one class to start an education. Maybe it's just cleaning that one room so that your house looks better. It could just be drinking an extra glass of water. Or maybe you want to reach out more, and it's just that one phone call or text that just says, hi, how you doing? You could start journaling. You can do this. You don't have to know the whole road. Just know that you're going to start taking steps to get there. One of the things I learned is this is not the road I started down. The road I started down, I had a goal and a dream of doing something similar, but not this. It didn't look like this. I thought I'd just start the Etsy store. I'd make millions. Life would go on, and that's what I would do. Now here I am. I've run 3 of them. I have a YouTube channel that I'm still attempting to learn how to do. I don't even know if this is the right genre. Maybe it won't work out. Maybe it will. But you just have to know what your next step is. I know that this is the next step for me. Whether it fails or it succeeds, it's okay. Like, I'm just trying. One of the things that I learned early on is the small little steps have a funny way of making the big changes when you keep taking them, when you keep taking the chance, when you just keep taking one more step, when you just keep doing one more exercise. For me, it was just building one more mug. It was, well, what about other gifts? What about other things? Just like I always tell people everything is kind of one step at a time if you think about it. Heck, even drinking coffee is one sip at a time. I mean, I guzzle mine some days, that's very true, but it doesn't have to be this big, giant, scary leap of mankind. You could just take yourself to that journey and enjoy it. Like, enjoy the journey and enjoy the life and enjoy the mistakes and enjoy the failures. I've made plenty of them during my steps. I've taken one step forward and two steps back, and I've taken all the cliches that you can think of because, based on my channel, you can see I love quotes, so I will use them all constantly because they're true. I mean, a lot of quotes and stuff are built off truth. So ask yourself this week, what is one thing, one small step, not 100, not 10, not what the final goal is, but what's one step you can take towards that goal? Like, what can you do? And tell me in the comments below, what's your goal? What's your one step you're going to do? I would love to hear and support you. For me this week, I think my one step is to see if I can do another video because these are scary to me. Like I put myself out here and I don't even know if it's going to work. So my next step is to just do another video. And to do that, remember, you don't have to reinvent yourself in one day. You can reinvent yourself your entire life and keep going. You don't have to stop. You just keep taking the next step and the next step and the next step until your life becomes exactly what you want it to be. And you can look back and think, I was doing it the whole time. I mean, like the cheesy line says, life's going to pass anyway. You might as well do something with it that you enjoy and that you want to do. So, like I said, comment below, subscribe if you would like. I would love that. I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing where I just come on and talk about things, about quotes and inspiration and being a motivation and talk about my own personal life and see if maybe we can inspire each other together. So I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me today. And I really believe that until the next time, keep living your best chapter, keep taking those small steps, and I hope to see you on the next video. Have a great day.